Okay, so gets this. We're diving into a restaurant in Amsterdam today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's called Ietje.
Yeah.
And like everyone online is raving about it.
Ietje. Okay.
Yeah, so we dug up their website menus, some articles about them really trying to get the full picture, you know?
Nice. Yeah, makes sense.
So basically we want to figure out like, what's the hype all about?
Right.
And is it actually worth checking out, you know, if you're ever in Amsterdam?
Totally. So what's the vibe? What are we thinking?
Well, first of all, it's in this neighborhood called Bilmer.
Okay, I've heard of Bilmer, yeah.
Yeah, and it's described as like vibrant, which I guess could mean a lot of things.
Right. Vibrant.
Yeah, so is that like a total tourist spot or is it more like...
Yeah, or like up and coming.
Yeah, up and coming, exactly.
I think vibrant usually means like, it's kind of a mix.
Okay.
You know, it's
Right.
got like the residential areas, but then there's also new stuff popping up all the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like a good balance.
Yeah, so like not completely overrun with tourists.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And the fact that Ietje is pulling in both locals and tourists, you know,
Ooh, interesting.
says something, you know, they must be doing something right to appeal to both.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like they've hit that sweet spot.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of appealing, they're really pushing this like home kind of feeling.
Okay, I'm seeing that too, yeah.
Yeah. So what is it giving you homey vibes, the decor, the service? Like what's the deal?
I think it's a lot of things, you know, like from the descriptions, I'm getting major like gazalilia vibes. Yeah, it's like this Dutch word that's hard to translate, but it basically means like cozy and welcoming and like a good feeling, you know?
Oh, okay, I see.
Like they talk about blending modern flair with traditional warmth. So, you know, the space is probably well designed.
Right.
But it's more than that. It's like the name Oma itself, which means grandmother in Dutch.
Oh, that's cute.
Right. It instantly makes you think of like family and comfort food and all that good stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Plus, they use that phrase comforting is coming home all over their website.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So I think it's really a combination of all those elements, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense, working together to create the whole experience.
Exactly.
Okay, well, speaking of the experience, let's dig into the menu.
Okay, let's see what they've got.
Because they describe it as local classics to global delights.
Oh, wow. So diverse.
Right, so what kind of cuisine are we even talking about here? Is it like
That's a good question.
fusion or what's going on?
I think it means they're like respecting those traditional Dutch dishes, you know?
Okay.
But then also like not being afraid to like bring in some new flavors and influences.
Okay, interesting.
Like maybe some fusion elements, yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes sense considering Bilmer is such a multicultural neighborhood.
Oh, right.
Like it's a place where a lot of different cultures intersect.
Yeah.
And their menu seems to reflect that.
Okay, color me intrigued. I
Yeah.
got to see this menu.
Yep.
So they call out a couple signature dishes like Alma's meatballs and this like richly flavored stew.
Ooh, yeah, those sound good.
Right. So what makes them so special? Are these like family recipes or what?
I mean, I'm sure the recipes are amazing.
Yeah.
But I think it's also tapping into that universal love of comfort food, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Those dishes that just feel like a warm hug,
Totally.
but they're not just like slapping some ingredients together. They really emphasize fresh, high-quality ingredients.
Oh, right. Yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah, which says a lot about their commitment to good food, you know?
Yeah.
It's very much in line with that whole farm-to-table movement.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's getting so popular everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
People care about where their food comes from now.
Totally.
And Ietje is definitely on board with that.
Yeah, so they've got the comfort food angle, but also like the modern foodie angle.
Exactly. It's a good combo.
Yeah, for sure. And for lunch, they highlight a variety of sandwiches, plus vegetarian and vegan options.
Oh, nice. So they're inclusive.
Yeah. And they also mention homemade pastries and cakes.
Oh, man. That's so classic Dutch.
Right. It adds to that whole homey grandma's kitchen vibe.
Totally like popping into Oma's for a little afternoon treat.
Exactly. And of course, we can't forget about the drinks.
You always got to have something to wash it all down with.
Exactly. So they've got classic Dutch beer, cocktails, coffee, the usual suspects.
Okay, solid lineup.
Yeah. Anything stand out to you on the drink menu?
It looks like a pretty well-rounded selection, you know,
Okay.
designed to complement the diverse food menu.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a signature cocktail or two,
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
or maybe some locally brewed craft beers to add that unique touch.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, to represent the local scene.
Okay, so now the big question is all this hype actually justified?
Right? Is it really that good?
Yeah, because they describe the experience as unforgettable, you know?
Unforgettable. That's a big claim.
Right, so what could make a meal at Ietje so memorable?
What's a good question? And it really gets at what makes any dining experience truly special. It's rarely just about the food itself. It's
Right.
like the whole package, the ambiance, the service.
Yeah, the vibes.
Exactly, the vibes. And also, like, knowing that the food is made with care and attention,
Yeah.
Like, they really care about the ingredients and the process.
Right. And you mentioned that Geselligkeit thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a big part of it, too.
Like that feeling of warmth and belonging.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, like you're welcome there.
Yeah, that's so important.
It really is. It's what turns a meal into an experience.
Totally. So they're going for comforting is coming home, but they also promise flavors that are anything but ordinary.
Right. Can they really pull off both?
Yeah. Is that even possible?
Well, I think they're trying to elevate those familiar flavors, like taking those classic comforting Dutch dishes and giving them a modern twist.
Oh, okay. So
Maybe even a gourmet twist, Think like high quality, locally sourced ingredients and like subtle global influences woven into those traditional recipes.
yeah, that actually makes sense.
Like they're not abandoning the Dutch roots, but they're also not afraid to experiment a little.
Right, like a good balance.
Exactly. It's all about balance.
Okay, so to recap, Ietje offers that cozy, home away from home vibe, a menu that blends local and global influences, and a clear commitment to fresh, high-quality ingredients.
Yep. That pretty much sums it up.
It sounds like a winning combination to me.
Yeah, it does make you want to book a flight to Amsterdam.
Right.
But it also makes you wonder, could this concept work in other cities,
Interesting.
What makes Ietje uniquely Amsterdam beyond the food?
Yeah, like, is it that Gezelligkeit thing that's so Dutch?
Yeah, maybe it's something that can only truly exist in that specific cultural context.
That's something to think about.
Definitely a lot to ponder.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you're as intrigued as I am, I definitely recommend checking out Ietje's website and menu.
Yeah, do some virtual exploring.
Exactly. And, let your imagination transport you to that warm, inviting atmosphere.
I can practically smell the delicious food already.
Right. And hey, maybe even start planning your own culinary adventure to Amsterdam.
Why not go for it?
Exactly. Life is too short to miss out on amazing food experiences.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, that's it for our deep dive into Ietje.
Until next time.
Catch you later.
See ya.